like many people, I suspect they have here given this some thought. What would I do if I were to win the lottery? I'm not talking, 1 or 2 million, on a Wednesday or a Saturday night. No, if I were lucky enough to get them 5 numbers, 2 stars here, and it was, I don't know, 76 million. There I am. Yes. No, well, obviously, you wouldn't see me for just for a while. I've got plans where I'll go. That old passport will come out and I'll be off for a bit. But whilst I was away, I've been beavering away on holiday here whilst travelling, setting this up. I've said to a couple of them, they know if they can remember. I doubt it. But this is what I'd do. I would, given, past employment experience, given past life experiences, I would, 100% hands down, I've got a couple of ideas with regards to location. Open up, firstly, register a charity. You can do it. You've got to give, you can do it. Register myself as a charity, create a charity, employ a few people. I know enough decent, 100% trustworthy people that would possibly want to, work for me, with me. I'd be the boss. There would be a tier system there. Just be me and a few mates doing a genuine job. And it would be this. It would be, there aren't enough of them, but there are organisations where you're there, like a shop front or whatever, a unit, and you can go from, say, well, I'd do it a bit early, given I'm an early bird, a bit earlier, say maybe 7 onwards, open the doors, and have security on the doors. That'd be one difference for me, yep. Know a few mates there. I don't know if they could up at that time. Maybe they would if I paid them enough. Yeah, I'd have security on the door. I don't care if it puts people off. Tough. Not the amount of knives and guns around here. No, I think if I will be having security, good security too, top-notch security, I'd say. So we'd have that. And then, once you get past the old security, you could come in but this is the requirement, so you couldn't, not just for anyone, no. I'd only go to the effort to be there every day at 7 o'clock in the morning with the doors open, employ that old security, if you were street homeless. If, for whatever reason, many people do, have to spend the night sleep on a bit of concrete, sometimes without a duvet. So if you're one of them, yeah. But there are certain requirements even then, you see. I said, a friend used to work for an organisation I've accessed in the past. I did, not that long ago, see them advertising for workers. I didn't want the job, but I was surprised to see this. You're there to work specifically. It was either Albanian or Romanian or both. Them people. There are many, I imagine, given the number of immigrants in our country now, that they all disappear from the system. They're on the streets. Possibly a reason for that. But no, I'm not down with that. No, I'm not kind of down with how the government's failed for years. Many governments have opened the floodgates, not put appropriate systems in place to deal with the sheer amount of people who consider this country a desirable destination. And once they're here, we have to house them, we have to feed them, we have to, give them cash. I'm not down with that. No, I'm not. So I think you're fine. I don't know how to do this. Make them, well, you've got to have some form of documentation on you, ain't you? So if it says UK resident, you could come in. You see, I don't care what people say. Either you will or you won't. Don't bother me. I'm there. If you are that, and you are homeless, and you meet them 2 requirements, you could come in. I'm not so bothered about your gender, male or female, there are only 2. So, if you're a male or female, most likely, in my experience, male, sweeping rough on the streets, for whatever reason, then you could come in. Therefore, you could access the breakfast items available, possibly have a nice coffee from that barista. But, I would do that, provide light refreshments for free. Because I could afford to, couldn't I? I just won 76 fucking £1 million, man. So, I would do that. Then, you'd have the option, if you did have enough clothes to fill a washing machine whilst living on the streets, how you transport around, I do not know. But, like there is here, there could be a little charity shop there, Here, close yourself up. Yeah, it's all here for free. Have that, why not? You ain't got no money. Because if you're living on the streets, you can't access benefits, can you? No, because you ain't got an address. So how do you get by? Very difficultly, I can tell you. So, get clothed up. There'll be a shower unit. Have a shower, why not? It's here. Help yourself. It's all safe, secure. Oh, security won't let nobody in. No, he will not. So, you could do that. But then, I mean, given my past experience, I know what to do. If you wanted to, you could confide in said workers and say, look, I've got these issues going on right now. Oh, okay, yeah. We wouldn't judge you. No, non-judgmental. That is the core of most charitable, a core foundation and principle, it should be, of most charitable organisations. They'll say they're non-judgmental. Oh yeah, they'll say they are. Depends on who you're unlucky enough to approach that day, usually. Because it's just part of life, ain't it? People judge you. I try and ensure the people who were there on that day and every day wouldn't give a shit what you tell them, because they've probably heard it all before and they're not there to judge you. No, they're not. They're there to help and support you move forward in your life, you see. That's what they're there for. So then, given you possibly have, well, I would have thought you could have a smartphone living on streets, so they could link you into other organisations of certain natures, so let's say substance misuse, if that was an issue you were concerned about, and then you could access further help and support. They could link you into possibly working towards not sleeping outside that night, maybe accessing some form of temporary accommodation. It is there, but if you are down and out on the streets, yeah, you've got fucking nothing, you can't exactly access these amenities. Or so you can't, you just can't. And I know that because I've been there pretty much for a year. It's difficult. It's difficult. So, there are many barriers in place, but it would be my ideal aim to remove those barriers to a number of people who experience them every day. Therefore, they could move, to a more comfortable position in their lives. Why not? They're humans, ain't they? Who cares why they got on the streets in the first place? Everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes occur, really, so you can learn from them. But sometimes you just need a little support, helping hand, stepping stone, for example, in order to go further in your life, which I'm pretty sure you are entitled to do so. So come on, Euro Millions. Come in this week, yeah.